Welcome everybody. This is not a tutorial on how to make the emblem, but it is a description and it is in detail so you can figure out how to make it yourself even though it is not a tutorial. This is my player card emblem for Black Ops, and I am a female player and I found that there's not enough female friendly emblems, whether it all has to do with the boobs, a G-string, or completely in the nude. All the female emblems are somewhat graphic and inappropriate. I wanted something with a little bit more class, and I happened to be online on YouTube looking for girl emblems for Black Ops and stuff like that, and I happened to fall on one that I found was kind of interesting, but I thought was lacking some detail and creativity. So I went ahead and I tweaked it up for me and modified it to my own tastes. So the initial emblem that I have found here on my computer, she's got black hair, she's got the shades and the glasses, but it's got the cartoon lips, which I find are not detailed enough, and there's not enough detail in her hair to begin with, so I went ahead and tweaked it just a little bit, but the general face stayed the same. So what I went ahead to do is a couple of differences compared to a couple of other faces that I've seen. Now, for the face, I went ahead with the arrowhead. The reason I went with the arrowhead instead of the shield or the bat ears, as many people have used either for Wonder Woman or whatever other emblems they've used, is because the bat ears have this chunky outline that tends to stick out of the glasses, which do not make everything properly tweaked, let's just say. It's not even. And I did use one layer for a half moon to give her some kind of a forehead to kind of add in some skin, but it actually didn't look as good as I thought it would. So by leaving the forehead out, it kind of looks better on the small emblem when you're playing and killing people like that. It looks better in that than, I guess, here, just because of the little forehead. But besides that, second of all, after you place your arrowhead and you get your face centered in the frame, what I went ahead to do was the outline of her chin over here. You take a grin, make it black, and you just slightly tweak it and place it right underneath the jawline. So it gives her more definition in the jaw. Plus it gives some shadowing. Second of all, after you're done that, which you can go ahead and do, is start centering the shades. And the reason I put the shades higher up here is because with every layer, with the way that the hair falls over the glasses, you're going to want the shades a little bit higher up in your layering, but you can always do that as you go along. So you center the shades in the face, and because it's an arrowhead, actually it kind of goes like this, you know, because of the arrowhead. So you want to actually use the hair to cover the part of, let's say, the temples that's been cut out, because by choosing the arrowhead, you are cutting out her temples. The shades sit right on her, what you would call the cheek line, but the rest of it, the hair has to cover whatever gaps. So once you've got the shades set into place, before you actually go ahead with the hair, you want to center the brow and make sure that it's properly placed according to where her eyes are supposed to be. Then you can add in her lips, and the reason I decided to take those lips instead of the cartoon lips is because they just had that much more of an appeal to them. They look a lot more plump and luscious, and the cartoon lips looked a little too fake. Second of all, when you see it down here in the little emblem, when I kill you, or you see that I got your, you know, something like that, the lips actually kind of look like she's snarling just a little bit. So she looks like she's got a little bit more attitude towards her than just a plain face. If you want to put in a nose, you can. You don't have to. The emblem looks pretty good without a nose. But I decided to add in a nose just to make the overall big picture look that much better. Unfortunately, had there been one more layer, I would have done individual nostrils with the ovals, but that was something that was not going to happen, unfortunately, because Treyarch has only allowed us so many layers. So what I did after I set up the lips, the nose, the glasses, and the brow, is you can start playing with the hair. First of all, like I said, because of the way that the arrowhead cuts the face, you're going to want to first place the bangs in whichever way. Now you want to use the one that's called Fiery. And you just make it large, spin it around, upsize it, play with it however you want to get the hair, to give the hair the best motion possible. Especially if you have wavy hair like I do, you want to give it the best definition. So I went ahead and I made sure that I was covering the arrowhead temple that had cut out over here. So I made sure that that hair was covering everything over here. And then I went ahead with this streak here, which is covering the other temple. After that, what I went ahead to do was to add a little bit more volume onto the bangs. And so I took the Fiery and I kind of put it semi-horizontal to cover the rest of it. And then eventually the last things that you're going to do is take last two Firies and place them underneath to add in the hair behind the face. And that you're going to want to upsize, large it around, make it large, spin it around until you can get the best definition for the waves. Now, once it goes down in size, okay, the reason I had made such big gaps between the hair is because in the little face, you can actually still see the waves. And so by leaving that space, it kind of gives it more definition to the hair. So that is pretty much my Playercard description on how I built it and how I got it tweaked to what I wanted it. It is kind of like a cartoon version of me, I guess. And I hope that this will help somebody else make some more female-friendly player cards in the future. Have a great day and thank you so much.